DM 2.0 project, the team at Hong Kong Polytechnic University. And this is the agenda. So for the limited amount of time, so I will go directly talking about the basic motivations for the DM 2.0 initiative. And everyone probably already know that today we already entered the age into a smart teaching and also smart learning. And you can see in Forbes last 2020, it says the top 5 technical trends will disrupt the education, in which includes more data-driven insights and more personalized education and more immersive education. Those actually are the most important elements of DM 2.0. And also actually we can have more imagination about the education in tomorrow. And that actually is the common imagination by many of the advanced teaching and education leaders. So the mission for this DM 2.0 project, especially at Hong Kong Polytechnic University, is to develop the learning and the teaching infrastructure equipped with the big data and AI technologies for predicting student performance, and then adopt interventions to address the learning diversity. So we have several important goals, and the major ones including the develop standard-aligned data lakes. Data lakes means we have data from different sources, and then we actually assemble them into a repository for integration and management. And develop a privacy-preserving data sharing, because privacy is a big concern from many of the schools. So how can we actually have privacy-preserving data sharing? How can we enhance the existing DM platform to facilitate remote blended learning and teaching, enhance analytics and the dashboards for territory-wide education? And then very important one is develop AI applications for prediction, correlation, and also intervention on the learning diversity. And you can see we actually have the platform 2.0 actually built based on the DM platform 1.0. So for the DM platform 1.0, we actually focus on the school data model, visualization, and also descriptive analysis. So they also provide a preliminary analysis for student data using some data AI technologies. But then for 2.0, we have a more advanced technologies built into the platform. And basically, they can summarize into 4 A's: adaptation, adoption, automation, and accessibility. So you can see you have several important points here. We will expand the data elements for completing student profiles, develop data collection tools with mobile devices, develop AI applications for prediction, correlation, intervention, develop online lesson planning system. And more important, we are actually liaise with schools and develop a community amongst local schools for promoting learning diversity through data-driven culture. So we will also have this promotion and also working team. Actually, later on we'll have very close collaboration with all the participating schools. And we will provide coordination, implementation, training, and also support of the schools. And some important elements, including I just mentioned the data lakes. So data lakes is a new concept for big data analytics. We have many different kind of sources of data. Some are collected, for example, from the teaching and teachers' activities. Some actually collected from the students and their behaviors and their performances, etc. And then we actually collect all the data, consolidate them, and then we build this called a data lake for easy integration and also management. So we'll have more data sets to have multi phases of student profiles. And then we can observe different levels of student behaviors and also performance. And then we also provide the standardization for the data interoperability. And for data sharing, and also at the same time preserve the privacy and the security concerns, we will actually use blockchain technology to provide the big data sharing. That actually can help solve the concerns from different schools for trustworthy data authorization, access, and sharing. And because the blockchain-based data sharing actually can guarantee immutable, traceable, secure privacy protection. So we believe that will help the schools to open to the directions of data sharing. And then I will talk about other techniques for data sharing. And another one is that we'll actually support the mobile applications that actually will have the facilities and the functionality for personal learning environment, we call PLE, for ubiquitous user-friendly data access, timely reflection, intervention during the learning activities, and the mobile apps for teachers, secure access and reporting. So that actually will be integrated into the mobile apps. And then so for easy access to the data and also easy use of the platform to be developed. And then for the AI-enabled applications and the tools, we're actually investigating using more advanced AI, machine learning techniques for analytics and the prediction. So prediction is important because based on the discovery and the patterns of the teaching and of student learning, we can actually find something, for example, for talent students and analytics, and also for at-risk student early prediction. So that actually provide the schools with more capabilities for their education leadership, or actually for intervention of students actually at risk of failure of some stages. And then we actually provide data-driven intervention strategies, taking into consideration of the domain knowledge from the schools and also the teachers. Another one is big concern. I mentioned that many schools do not want to share their data or open their data. But now there's a good news that the AI, in particular, we call it federated learning, allow us to train the machine learning model, AI models, using the local school data, and then share the trained model without exposing the school's data. So at the model level, different schools' trained model will be used to aggregate into a bigger or global level model for facilitating sharing of the knowledge. So we'll train school-based AI models on each school using its own local data, and then we share the models. And then that actually distribute integrated model back to each school for practical uses. And together with the blockchain, we will be able to have more comprehensive knowledge, not only from your school, but also from all the schools actually participating in the project. And then we will actually have this framework supporting the schools support and the training. So we have school support and training, and then we have particular team for training the schools, teachers for setting up the system, and that includes the teachers, IT, school IT staff, and then school administrators. And then at the same time, we'll provide a support network for the teachers and IT staff for, by school visits, help at the desk, and also sharing sessions and training workshops, etc. So that actually summarizes the most important research elements to be performed at the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. Thank you very much. So I'm looking forward to collaboration with you all.